Hey guys, Huzhit, bringing you another video, this time playing Lee Sin jungle again. Starting to get back into Lee Sin, and as he's such a popular jungle and a lot of people want to play him, I thought I'd just throw up another commentary of him, as I played 2 games on him last night that were fairly fun games. So this game is a Diamond Solo Queue game. Now it's actually of a higher quality than I normally play at the moment in the current season, as I'm actually duo queuing with Vale, the support of my team, who's back in Diamond 1. So this game, people are around Diamond 3 to 2 in this game, with myself being Diamond 5. But you can kind of see, you know, although I'm playing with Diamond 2s and like 1s occasionally now with Vale, I still want to be back in Diamond 1. So I try my best and try to play my best too. So Lee Sin, again, I may add, you can play Lee Sin in many different ways. Everybody that plays Lee Sin may have a different style. A lot of people, aspire to be amazing, or they aspire to be Insect when they play Lee Sin. And they're just some examples. So there are differences now between an Insect kick, which is obviously you Q somebody, you ward, and then you W to it and then kick them behind. That's just a basic Insect kick. But the amazing is you Q to someone else, you follow up the Q, you ward behind someone else, and then you kick someone completely different than you originally queued. It's a bit more complicated, and it looks a lot cooler too. So we'll see if I can get one of those in this game, as I've been trying to do one of the amazing kicks, as the Insect one is fairly easy to do once you've done it a few times, but the amazing one is actually quite difficult. So anyway, going into team comps, etc. My team, we've got Lulu mid, which is very popular right now. We've got Caitlyn Blitzcrank bot lane, Wukong top, which is a bit of a weird pick, but it can still work. You know, Wukong is a good champion that it's great for the knock-up team fight, so I don't see any problem with it. And me as Lee Sin jungle. The enemy team has Kha'Zix mid lane. That is actually someone we knew. His name's Naga, and you can see in his name he's looking for team. So if you are of a high Diamond 1 Challenger team, this mid laner is looking for a team. Bot lane, they have a Jinx and a Leona. Now that is a deadly bot lane, and normally Blitzcrank is not good against Leona, because if you grab a Leona, that's what she wants. But Blitz is very good against Jinx, so she'll have to be careful because Jinx has no escape apart from Flash. Top lane, they have a Renekton, and jungle, they have a Gragas, which Gragas you don't really see as often anymore because of his E getting nerfed. Anyway, I'm going to speed up the game while I do this little bit of a clear. No point going on about it. Obviously, just using them energy passive stacks as efficient as possible to do the quickest jungle clear. Anyway, I am looking for a top lane gank now, because Wukong has been pressured to his tower a little bit. It is a Renekton, it's to be expected. So we're going to look for a kill. So I am in the river bush, looking for this, and we're going to see what we can do. Now, the unfortunate thing, I think I remember this gank, he levels up right then. That was the most unfortunate thing ever. If he didn't level up, that would probably have been a kill. So we do get him very low, which is nice. Unfortunately, in this time, Kha'Zix beat Lulu mid 1v1, which is a bit of an issue, honestly. And if we look into the Lulu's items, she's bought a chalice or a null mantle magic, or whatever, the magic resist item. Again, I look for the Renekton, but we get his flash. So although we didn't get the kill and I missed the Q, it was a successful gank. Both being quite successful, because the first one we got him low, second one we got his flash. So that does give Wukong a lot of pressure in lane. Now you can see Gragas is over here. He's actually doing counter jungling, which is quite a smart move. He knows I'm in top lane. But I'm kind of thinking, right, he knows I'm here. He's probably not going to be around. And during this, also, Wukong manages to pick up the Renekton due to the fact that we got him so low, got his flash off. So again, well played to Wukong, making the most out of the 2 ganks there. But, you know, making that his own, really, picking up the kill. So yeah, the questionable pickup by the Lulu, going the magic resist against the Kha'Zix, is a bit odd. Won't even pretend that's a normal thing to do up here, but yeah, that's just weird. CS-wise, it's looking okay across, my side of the team. Obviously, I'm a little bit behind because I did 2 ganks up top lane, but I will be slowly catching a Gragas, although his later clear will be a lot quicker than mine. As a lot of people say, is Gragas jungle still viable? It's still viable, sure, it's still viable. It's just not as good as it used to be. Anyway, there is a trade going on bot lane. I'm just going to watch it while, I'm not doing anything. I'm working my way down in the bot lane right now. So I thought I'd quickly mention as well, I'm going to start doing more Smurf content soon, and you may see another Lee Sin commentary from my Smurf perspective. Just to give you a heads up, there may be an increase of Lee Sin content. Anyway, I am going in for this gank. Anyway, we move on to the Leona, but then me and Vale just called Jinx. I think it was Vale that actually called Jinx. and we're looking for the kill, and she's really low, and oh yeah, snipe it with the Q, really nice. Caitlyn does get an assist as well, so that is a win-win for us. Gonna go back and buy. Unfortunately, Lulu does go down again in the mid lane, and she continues to build that chalice even though she's against the Kha'Zix. Excuse me. Now, the thing you want to do if you're against an AD mid lane as an AP, the standard thing to do anyway, is go Tear of the Goddess into your Seeker's Arm Guard. It gives you the same magic, or even more mana regen than you normally would in a Chalice or an Athene's, but then you get the extra armor early. Now, anyway, Wukong is actually killed the Renekton, 1v2 almost. I think Renekton went a bit too ham early. And now he's looking to turn onto the Gragas. Now, this guy is playing very well. He's a god. Obviously playing quite well. He plays for PNQ, which I think I recognise the name. The one thing I do have to say I like about playing in higher ratings, all that type of thing, is, you know, you recognise teams that you're playing with. Anyway, I am coming around the back because I don't know, Gragas may continue to run, so I'm just having a little look. Throw a Q if he's just there. He's not. But yeah, just having a little looky. Lulu has to be careful because obviously she is getting harassed. Kha'Zix is level 6, she's only level 5. He did a fair amount of damage there, but I am expecting him to jump onto the Lulu any second now. And probably so is the Lulu, I'd imagine. So hopefully she has the reactions to just E herself and survive. Here we go. She does E herself, but I think that may be just a bit too much damage. So she does go down, but we do get a kill. Not really worth, although Lulu is actually ahead in CS. Now, one mistake I did not do, or I made myself, I should have pushed this. Gragas is going to come over and maybe push it into ours. So that was a mistake by me. I should have pushed it into our turret. But I don't know, whatever reason I decided against it. Now, Gragas in all this time has just been farming. Obviously, he got the kill on Lulu in mid lane with the Kha'Zix. And then I picked up one here and just now Kha'Zix. So I'm going to start the blue buff. Now this is starting to get to the point that I'm questioning, should I give blue buff to Lulu? So right now I am going to. I'm going to give it at least this one to her. Just, you know, it does help her. It helps her more than Lee Sin. But then you've got to kind of thinking, will they just take it anyway? Will she just get killed? So I've given it to her, but if she dies again, then I'll probably take the next blue buffs. And that's very reasonable. If you like, I'm even quite generous for a 0-3 mid laner to have the blue buff. Anyway, bot lane is looking for something. I don't think they'll get anything for now. So I have gone back and buy. We'll speed up the game just so I can get to the red buff fairly quickly. No point just running around on normal speed. So the build I am opting for is Elder Lizard. It is a very strong early game item on many of the carry junglers. And you have to remember that is the meta right now, is carry jungling. Lulu looks to be getting ganked again. Hopefully she can survive. Not really sure though. Gragasol, but I think she's okay. She manages to survive, which is good. So that is Gragasol and Kha'Zix down. I am now looking in the general area. Now Lulu just pinged me saying there's a ward there. So, yep, she was correct in saying that. So I do just decide to go move over to top lane. Now I'm going to go for a kill onto the Renekton. I'm going to position the camera in such a way that you'll be able to see what I do. Q to a minion, W, kick him out. And that was fairly an easy gank. So I'm just going to move out, tanking the turret for the Wukong, and bam, there we go. Managed to survive, managed to get the kill, and that was a fairly successful gank. So that has led me, obviously, being fairly low in health. Now, the one thing you'll notice between me and Gragas, he's going for more farm-orientated. He is now starting to gank, where I was obviously ganking a lot in the early stages, especially the top lane, where I've managed to be involved in 3 of my 6 kills. Gragas has managed to be involved in 1 of his now 4. Now mid lane is actually interesting now. They actually traded kills, which is weird. I will be honest, that is quite good for Lulu. If you've been down the whole lane phase, like he's got 2 kills up on you. He's got okay, CS wise is not really an issue here, but he's got more kills than you. He's always had more pressure, and then you trade kills with him. That's a good sign. So that's an okay sign for Lulu, and hopefully she can continue either just trading with him, or just, you know, coming out on top, or not even dying. Not dying is always a good way of doing okay in a lane. Now I am hovering around the bot lane, seeing if I can do anything. We do have the pairing just coming back into lane, and again, Jinx is very, very weak against Blitzcrank. She has no escape. We know her flash isn't down because obviously Veil will be timing it, all that type of thing. So if Blitz hooks Jinx, she is dead. 100% she is dead. So I'm going to look for it. I'm going to come through lane. Someone told me there's a ward there, so they may know I'm here. They are playing fairly passive. Now, Kha'Zix again, they trade in the mid lane. So again, that's what I was saying. She's managing to trade with him now at least. Now, I said to Vale, go, 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 looking for a hook, but unfortunately, it doesn't hit. Both of them just run up instead. So I'm just going to stay a little bit. Now, this is one thing I personally need to work on, is how often do I stay around for a gank? It's, just something I need to fix. I normally stay around too long, especially in the bot lane when I'm ganking, and that is my bad. It's something I definitely need to fix myself, and I'll be working on that in the next few days. Now, we are looking for something here. Now, I think I may just go for a sneaky little kick again. So these are the amazing kicks, kind of. That wasn't amazingly perfect, but we do manage to get it. Now, I think I thought I would get out, but bam, Leona managed to get me. So it's unfortunate Vale picked a kill up there on Blitzcrank. It would have been nice if Caitlyn got it, but got it. It's still good, though. We do manage to pick up the turret. We still kill a Jinx that we're denying her CS. Now, here's a problem. Kha'Zix is coming down. Now, Vale's doing the smart thing. He thinks he's already dead, so he's just going to go for the turret. Bam, we get the turret. And Caitlyn, yeah, she's dead. She's gone. But now here's the great escape by Blitzcrank. Will he get away? Leona does hit the Zenith Blade onto him. But I'm not sure if he will escape here. I think he's a bit too fried now. Yeah. Now, Lulu has also put herself in a very poor position. I am running down the mid lane as quickly as possible. And I think I may be even pinging that I'm on my way. And this could end up as a good gank for us. I do W, do Q, and now look for the kill. So close, so close. And unfortunately, I don't even get it. So that was unfortunate for us. I have to be careful of that Kha'Zix damage. Now, I thought the Elder Lizard would have finished that kill off. But obviously it didn't. Now, Kha'Zix may be greedy here, so if I stick around, may be able to pick something up. I'm going to go over to the Wraiths and just do a bit of farming. So use W, then smite it as you get more health back, and then finish off the cam. Now, Kha'Zix is still looking in the general area. He's always warding this, which actually is a very smart ward against Lee Sin. As you can see, this is the gank I want to do. This is a good gank. But anyway, I'm going to move for the Lee Sin, kick him away, W myself for the shield, and now, hopefully, these guys will be able to pick up this kill. Unfortunately, the hook misses, but Lulu face checks into a Kha'Zix when he had Blitzcrank next to him, so she should have let Blitzcrank just walk in, and then she should have walked in. I think she would have survived, but still, we managed to pick up Kha'Zix again for the mid lane trade, but we do gain 2 assists extra on that as well. So I backed, got my Elder's Lizard, got my Ruby Crystal and Boots, and if you're wondering what are the Ruby Crystals for, bam, there it is, Sightstone. Sightstone is just, I think, an essential item if you're doing jungle Lee Sin, because it just gives you that mobility of doing the insect kick, of doing the amazing kick, stuff like that. So I think this may be to the point that I may take the blue buff. Yeah, I do. And that's, very reasonable. We've got a 2-6 Lulu, so it's not the best having her have it. No, we are looking for the Kha'Zix kill. I just pick it up because, honestly, we've been to certain points that he has literally just killed somebody when he should have already died. Big example was just now. He should have died before he managed to kill the Lulu, but he killed anybody. It's someone anyway, so I'm not leaving anything to chance. Pick up the dragon, nice and easy, nice and free. So that, again, leads us in a 2,200 gold lead at 14.5 minutes with only 1 kill lead as well. So the kill lead is actually not a lot. If we look into the differences into each lane, we have this quite a big gap between the top lane. I'd say that's the biggest gap. And Renekton is building damage, which is an okay thing to do now. But he is going, very heavy damage when he's against a Wukong now that is fairly fed. So yeah, it's a bit questionable. I would have probably built a Giant's Belt earlier on in this game if I was him. Now, jungle is the biggest difference in farm, I'd imagine, because I haven't really been farming that much where Gragas has been, but I've been involved in 6 kills, he's been involved in 2. So there is a difference in there. I'm helping the team a little bit more than him. Now, unfortunately, something went wrong in the bot lane, that they were actually leading this lane quite a lot. Unfortunately, Caitlyn didn't actually pick up any kills in all these trades, but I think they should have probably won that, but I think maybe someone got caught out or something along them lines. Mid lane, we can look, Kha'Zix is 6-5-1, which is a huge Kha'Zix, and Lulu is 2-6-3. So Kha'Zix has been involved in 7 kills, Lulu's been involved in 5, but look at the CS difference. The CS difference is starting to build. And then again, bot lane, big CS difference, and yeah, it's going okay. Obviously, we do have to have the Targons in mind, as the enemy do have Targons on their Leona. Now we are looking for a kill or something along these lines. onto these guys. They have overextended fairly hard. So I am looking for something. There's Gragasol. Use the Q, and he's probably going to go bye-bye. And there he is. Now Vale is saying continue, continue, continue. So I am going to walk down, go for the kill, and there's another kill. Me and Vale are still going. Keep going, keep going. Both of us actually ward. But I think that'll do for now. Now, as Caitlyn walks into a Kha'Zix, just completely fakes, checks him. You know, there is a fed Kha'Zix in this game, so we're going to look for this kill as quickly as we can. Really nice attack move by Vale there. That was pure attack move, so many people say, why is attack move needed? Because of that. He had his E, like, charged up, and as soon as Kha'Zix came in range of attacking him, used attack move as it was the closest thing in range to attack, and bam, knock up in the air. It's the easiest way to do something like that. You know, it works on multiple different champions. Another example is if a Rengar is an ultimate and you have a knock-up, you know, auto attack or something, you can just spam attack move when you think he's going to jump, and as soon as he comes out, as soon as he's in range, you can just punch him in the face if, say, you're Blitzcrank with E. So it's a really effective way of stopping that type of engage, or escape for that matter. Anyway, we're going to speed up the game a little bit. If we look into the build, I currently have got the Elder Lizard, Mo Boots, Sightstone, and now building the Giant's Belt. Going slightly tanky now, as I am worried about getting blown up in this game. As if you think of their game, or their team comp, they don't have scary damage. They have scary burst damage, and that's it. Where our team, I think, has sustained damage. We have a Caitlyn, which is sustained. We have a Wukong that, yes, has burst, but also sustain. A Lulu that is built for sustain, as well as burst. So I think our team is a bit more rounded in damage, where their team is just burst, burst, burst. They have a Kha'Zix, they have a Jinx, they have a Gragas, and a Renekton. That's all burst. Especially, also, if you add Leona passive, that, again, is burst. They'll maybe looking for a grab here, but we do know they're up here. I'm going to probably just ward. Nice grab by Vale. Looking for the team fight. Seeing what we can do. Wukong is in the mix there. So am I. Right in the middle. Bam. Kick Kha'Zix straight into the wall. Not letting him do anything. Very nice grab by Vale. I flash onto the Jinx, trying to do as much damage as possible. And we will go for the kills. These two, Renekton and Leona, are escaping on very low health. Caitlyn is on the chase. Seeing if she can get anything. Not sure if she will, honestly. I think her time would have been probably better spent in the mid lane straight away, looking for the inhibitor. But I think we will pick up at least the inhibitor turret here. Although we have to be careful, as Kha'Zix is up in now, and Jinx is up in 5 odd seconds. You know, it's only 80-90 minutes into the game. Now, I have to be fairly careful, so we are just going to back out as soon as possible. Now, unfortunately, I'm okay. So I thought I may go down there. I hit my Q onto the Gragas. Now, here's the problem. Kha'Zix has now got resets, so we have to be very careful. Very nice polymorph by Lulu. Still run, 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 run. The whole enemy team is coming, but I think we managed to get out. Now, we have to be careful of them doing Baron here. Now, I thought they might, but I don't know. They're probably just going to go for the mid tower, but I thought they would go Baron. But as you can see here, Gragas is bot lane, and now we've got Vision of Jinx in bot lane. They're definitely not going to be doing it. So I do just decide to go back and buy even more. Now I am starting to build my Sunfire Cape. Now that was a mistake kind of by Kha'Zix, but Lulu unfortunately doesn't have the quick enough reactions to pull it off. If she just ulted herself, which was up, I believe, she would have come away with a few kills there. Now that was a very close Q. I do W ward to try and get in range of the Q. If I was in range, I would have just W Q'd. And, you know, done a little bit more. Now, unfortunately, Leona is so low in health. Very nice grab. And bam! I remember that. So hopefully you saw that. As soon as Vale kicked her, or grabbed her, I just kicked. Just for a bit of fun. It looked fairly funny. It looked like I was just a baseballer. Just looking for the wind-up and bang. So Wukong is pushing the top tower, doing as much as he can. But yeah, you can honestly see that when I'm playing Lee Sin, I'm a bit more comfortable. I love playing this champion. Although my win percentage is not great on him, I do like playing him. As I do think he's a fairly risky champion. Because if you don't get ahead in the early game, or you're not doing amazingly well, he's a very hard jungler to get by in a game. Just seeing that his kit is built for early damage. But Riot may be fixing that, as there's a lot of controversy at the moment of Lee Sin's getting nerfed. So we have to be careful. Kha'Zix is looking for a kill. Very greedy, I have to say. And we do manage to pick that up. But Riot are changing a few things with Lee Sin, and many professionals have openly come out and said Lee Sin is the most balanced champion in the game. There is no need to change anything about him, but Riot nonetheless are doing it. So from what I've seen, Lee Sin's early game will obviously be a little bit worse, but his late game will be better. His damage on ultimate, I believe, is going down, but that doesn't really matter. It's not the damage on ultimate that we're wanting amazingly high. It's more to the fact that it's just the kick. It's more the utility of the kick. Now, Leona may be quad out here, so we're just going to go for the kill. What I was doing there is just expecting a flash, not going straight away because my teammates are actually like on top of her anyway. And again, I just get the kill with the kick. So KSs are imminent in this game right now, it seems. But that's okay, my team is fairly strong anyway. It's just for a bit of fun. This game is going fairly well. And that I think I was so close to getting Sunfire. So I've got my 1500 gold. Now this is the first time we're looking into the gold. So you can see the different styles of jungling here. You got my gank heavy style, which I've now been involved in 14 kills of the game, of our 21. So I've been involved in 2/3, so 66% of the kills on my team I've been involved in. Where Gragas has only been involved in 4 kills of the game on his team. So a lot less, kill participation. Now you can see he's got triple the farm of me, but I'm ahead in gold. Because of my style, I'm helping my team, and in return, my team is getting stronger because of, I'm managing to help them. It's just a different style. Both style works. I'm not bashing on that style. I've done it many times myself, but I'm just saying this is an option as well. Now, unfortunately, my Q did actually miss there. It was very close. It was like tickling, just tickling her, and Renekton is looking for a little team fight here. Now, this is a bad team fight for us. This is a very poor team fight for us because we rushed in. We don't have Wukong, so we do have to be very, very careful. Now, I think Lulu may not get away because both of them flash. Do have to be careful because Kha'Zix will look for blood, I believe, onto myself to try and get onto the Caitlyn. Now, I actually do make a trick play here, and I think I'm going to just go ahead and kill him. So that was actually quite a nice play. I was fairly proud of myself for that. And I am now on a rampage. So that, again, was a nice play. I'm actually going to go back and watch that again. Because I think it's worth it just showing you. So, speed up the game. This is the team fight that went bad for us. So, this is the point that you have to realise your power strengths. If you can avoid the damage. Now, Kha'Zix is going to try and Q you. He's going to try and jump on you. So, I'm waiting for him. Q onto him. Ward out. Caitlyn ult comes in, and then Q back into him and get the kill. So that was a very nice play by Caitlyn, realising that we could probably go for the kill, and we also get Leona flash. So again, that was a very nice play by both of us. I wouldn't have done any of that without Caitlyn's help, and now Wukong is coming around for the Caitlyn. So Wukong picks that up nice and free. We managed to get 2 assists on there. Now, I am very low health, but I think, I want to get this inhibitor. I want to give my damage to get this inhibitor. Now, obviously, I do have to be scared of Gragas, but I'm thinking, right, I think I can W out the way. No. Can't W out the way, just managed to go down. So, unfortunately, I had to go down, but I think Gragas may pay with his life for that. Or hopefully he does, and yes, he does. So, Wukong does get actually a shutdown there, but he does have to be careful. Very nice decoy to avoid the W slow, etc. But I think he may... Oh, very nice flash. Veil does actually a very nice hook there, slowing the Renekton. Obviously, it does the jump of the hook itself does have a little bit of a stun, as well as the E obviously has a bit of a stun. Now, Lulu comes in. She flashes, which I don't think was necessary. Very close hook onto the Kha'Zix there. But yeah, that was a nice play overall by everybody that was involved. So literally our whole team, we had a bad team fight, okay, we recovered from it a little bit in mid, Wukong came around, finished a bit of cleaning duty, and then did a bit of cleaning in their base as well. So that overall was okay play. Now Kha'Zix is a bit stuck here, he's running up the river, he's now got a Blitzcrank flashing after him, Kha'Zix does flash as well, but I think he may just go, maybe hooked. There we go, there's the hook. And he probably will go greedy, try to get a kill, but I don't think it will happen. And, hiya! Another KS. Oh, that's quite funny. So when you're having fun in games, you'll play better. And when you're duo queuing with somebody, it's a much friendlier atmosphere. Me and Vale were having a laugh playing this game, and it was just an overall good time. Now, the funny thing also, the next game we play after this, I was playing Lee Sin again. Vale was playing support. We were duo queuing again after this. And in my university team, in my Null team, we have a Diamond 2 top laner, and we actually had him in our match. It was really funny, it was really surreal. So all 3 of us were on TeamSpeak. So 3 out of the 5 of us in that solo queue game were on TeamSpeak. So I pick up the Baron, very easy smite, had nothing to contest me with. So that was nice. But yeah, it was quite weird. 3 of us were on TeamSpeak out of 5. You know, I've watched a TSM solo queue game before that there was 4 of them on TeamSpeak, and they absolutely crushed. Now that game went fairly well for me and Vale. Trundle, Johnny, who's the top laner that I know from uni, he was a Trundle against Renekton, which is always a bit of a difficult early game, but then he came in and just stomped him late game. So it was a fairly good game. But I don't think I'll make a commentary of that one, because I think a Vayne carried that mainly, as a Vayne went like 20-1. But the next Lee Sin you see will probably be on the Smurf, I'd imagine, because I had a fairly good game on a Smurf game, as I think I mentioned somewhere that I have actually started playing my Smurf again. Now, anyway, Vale is calling. We can kill this Kha'Zix, so we are looking for him, but unfortunately Vale runs a little bit too far away, I think, for now. But we are catching. Both of us, I believe, have mobility boots, but so does Kha'Zix. So I'm not really sure. Very nice slow by Lulu. He does use the jump, but I think he will go and die. So me or Vale don't pick up an assist there, but that's fine. And we do go and tank this turret. So I tank it initially thinking I might have more armor than Vale, but then actually look into it. Nope, I don't. I have like 60 less. Looking for even more kills. Now Gragas is in a compromised position if he does get hooked here. Unfortunately, he does juke it a little bit. Now here we go. Here is the time that I'm thinking I can do the amazing kick. So just to remind you, amazing kick. You Q somebody else, or you Q somebody. W. So here we go. W. Bam. Amazing kick. Completed. Managed to do it. Been wanting to do that for quite a while. Obviously, I've done variations of it, but never pulled that one off like completely. So I am fairly happy that I actually picked that off, and that will probably be the game soon. Very nice Zhonya's by Lulu. Do a W to the Wukong just to give him a bit more health. Vale survives on a Slither, and I think that will be the game. So, fairly good play by me. I will say that, not trying to be cocky. Fairly good play by my whole team. Caitlyn probably wanted to pick up a few more kills. She was mainly support Caitlyn this game as a joke. But yeah, that was a fairly good game. Pick up a 7-2-16 score with Wukong going 9-3-6. Good score by him. Lulu had a bit of a rocky early game, but out-CSing the Kha'Zix did help her extremely well. But yeah, this game is basically just to show off, you know, you don't have to be completely farm orientated to win in the jungle. You know, junglers help the team, and that will probably help you in the long run, definitely in solo queue. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this and learned a little bit about Lee Sin. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, and like this if you do like it. So anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.